This, my friends, is the Swish Edition.
Hey, Dale.
What up, ho?
What? Is that appropriate?
Is it?
I don't know. What's appropriate anymore?
Right.
People, lots of people.
Matter.
People are trying. What did you say? Hoes matter.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's appropriate on Juneteenth.
Oh no! I did it.
You did it. All right, let's start the show. Not bye. Just bye for now.
You're listening to the Swish Edition.
Live from the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Dale and Scott.
Okay, everybody listen up.
You're listening to the Swish Edition.
It'll be huge.
So here we are, coming to you live, or live on tape, from Las Vegas, Nevada, where we reside and do our lovely show.
Yay!
Yay! It is 94 degrees. It's cool today.
It's cold.
It's like a cold snap.
It's nice out.
It is actually very nice. We're getting so close to having our patio project done, and it's right there. If you're watching at home on video,
I'm looking at it.
yeah, maybe we'll give you a tour of it at some point. And
No,
put it on video. Why
no.
not? You don't want people to see?
No, they don't need to know.
They see our family room. You know,
Barely.
sort of. They can see our TV with our Swish Edition logo.
Yay!
Yeah. Anyway, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good. I'm glad you're good.
I said I was okay.
You're just okay? Is that all?
That's it. I gotta wait for this to kick in.
What, your drink? Mm-hmm. You're on number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I was going to do show and tell today, and I forgot to bring my books.
Oh.
I got the coolest books, y'all. I guess I don't need to show. I can just tell. So I'm trying to do a book a week now. I'm trying to watch less reality shows, and Dale usually goes to bed at like 9 o'clock, and I usually stay up and watch stupid Bravo crap, which just rots my brain. So now I'm trying to turn off the TV and read. It's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Get some knowledge in your head.
You're not going to get knowledge in your head with what you're reading.
Well, okay, this week I'm reading, it's called Back to the Future. No, we don't need no roads. Back to the Future trilogy, the making of it. It's
right.
like a whole, very well documented. He did hundreds of interviews with the cast, the creators, the directors, the writers, everybody that was involved. And it's just amazing. You know, Eric Stoltz. Do you know Eric Stoltz, the actor, the redhead? Yeah. He was the original Marty. They actually filmed with him for over a month until they realized
he wasn't the right part.
Robert Zemeckis decided that this is just not working, and he went to Steven Spielberg, who was a producer on the movie, and said, let me show you some dailies. I love him. He's a great actor. He had just been in Mask with Cher.
Oh,
remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. Which he got, was amazing at, but he just wasn't really good at comedy. And he just wasn't Marty McFly. Right. So they wanted Michael J. Fox from the very beginning. I couldn't get him because he was tied up with Family Ties. But by the time they realized Eric wasn't working, Family Ties was almost done for the season, so they were able to get him. So they had to reshoot the whole fucking movie.
Wow.
They did 4 weeks of stuff, just went right in the trash.
And now you can't imagine it with like anything else.
No, it's Michael J. Fox all the way. He is Marty McFly.
Right.
And he loved it. And he was doing double duty the first 8 weeks that he worked on the movie. He was filming Family Ties during the day and then doing Back to the Future at night and on weekends.
Wow.
Yeah. He got very, very little sleep at the beginning of that movie. Yeah. But that's what he wanted. He wanted a movie career, and it worked out for him.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a great book. I love it. And I also got this picture book, which is kind of coffee table book.
Yeah.
With all these really cool...
Coffee table books are great in general.
I love them.
There's
and I have a lot. I've got my Palm Springs one. I've got my Las Vegas ones. I got my James Bond ones that my mom
have a lot.
gave me.
We have more books than coffee tables.
We have more books than we have coffee tables.
Yeah.
That is true. That's funny. All right, so we'll start the show with good news. maybe it's good news for NFL fans. The Pro Bowl is going to actually be played here in Las Vegas.
I think this is kind of cool.
At Allegiant Stadium, our brand new stadium, which we drive by all the time. It's gorgeous, y'all. It looks like a spaceship landed in the middle of the desert.
And the doors open in the back, and they reveal some torch.
It is so cool.
Yeah, and it looks out over the strip, so you can see all the casinos. It's cool.
So if it's nice weather, they'll open it and make it open air on the end, and it's the coolest thing in the world. Anyway, the Pro Bowl will be played there on January 31st, and the rumor is that Las Vegas is the front runner for the Super Bowl for 2025.
How can it not be?
Right?
How can it not
It's
be?
the perfect city for the Super Bowl.
Right, brand new
Yeah.
football team, brand new.
The only other
stadium.
city where it's actually been several times already, which is a more perfect town, is New Orleans. Probably. What a party town that is! It's been in Miami a couple times,
Right?
But Las Vegas, come on!
Oh my God,
it's got to be here.
Like you wouldn't want to go downtown.
We're not going anywhere near it that entire week. We're gonna stay right here at our
Yeah,
house
because isn't like
and
a
watch it
week-long-
on this TV.
Like a week long of events
Oh, yeah.
that lead up to that whole thing.
Yeah, there's tons and tons and tons of
Tons
things
stuff.
that lead up to it.
Yeah.
So kind of crazy.
Wow.
Anyway, we're super excited about that.
Wah, wah.
I don't know why, because we're not football fans.
We're not, but it's just fun for the city.
It's fun for the city. It's good for our economy. It's good for Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, that's going to be cool.
It's going to be very
That's
cool.
going to be really cool.
Another piece of good news, a store that we shop at a lot. I probably got this shirt there. Target is raising their minimum wage for all employees to $15 an hour. I think that's awesome. That's going to be the starting salary.
Right. It's a
everyone.
lot, so it's pretty cool.
And, a lot of people think that should be the federal minimum wage, and maybe it should be.
Maybe.
But I think it's great that Target is taking the lead in doing that.
Yeah.
They're also giving every single employee that they have on the rolls right now a $200 bonus. Here's $200. I think that's kind of fun too.
Just a one-time thing?
I think it's a one-time thing.
Yeah. Kind of like a coronavirus essential employee kind of.
I don't know if it has anything to do with coronavirus or the state of the world or whatever, but I think it's just kind of a nice thing to do.
No, that's amazing.
$200 doesn't go very far in
No.
2020, but
But if they're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it.
it's better than nothing.
Right.
Right? I mean, you can play 20 $10 spins on your favorite slot machine.
There you go. That's a way to think about it.
Let me tell you, you win so much more when you play $10 or $20 a spin. Dale watched me spin. I accidentally did a $27 spin the other day, and I won $1,200.
Not true.
It was kind of an accident. What do you mean?
You spun an $88.80 spin.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but just the once. But it paid off.
It did.
Paid off. We were watching, so we've been back to the casinos a little bit here and there, but we wear our masks, so don't try to shame us or anything. But we watched this guy who was just sticking 100 after 100 after 100 in this machine. He was playing $40 a spin.
Yeah.
But we didn't stand behind him for more than like 3 minutes, and he won $8,000. Was it $8,000?
Something like that. Yeah.
$8,000 or
It was
$9,000.
pretty amazing to watch.
And it was a machine that we've played a lot
Yeah.
since we've moved here, and we never won no $8,000. Last week we told you about Leslie Jordan
Yes.
auctioning off a private Zoom meeting or whatever your preference is for meeting people online. Keanu Reeves is now joining the fray. He's going to be auctioning off a 15-minute Zoom call with him to benefit kids with cancer. But this isn't the kind of thing where you buy like a $10 ticket and maybe a win.
Right.
It's a one person wins everything by bidding the most money. So as of press time, when I wrote the script, it was up to $19,000.
Wow.
$19,000 for a 15-minute call with Keanu.
Like, what do you talk about?
I don't know.
I think those things are awkward. That's why I don't like buying the extra ticket to go backstage to see someone who I'm about to perform, because it's awkward.
You're about to perform? Or they're about to perform?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when we went to see Ricky.
Awkward.
It's the only time we've ever done
Awkward.
it. How hard is that?
It's awkward.
You've only had to do it once.
Right. I had to.
You had a big smile on your face when you met him.
Well, I didn't want to It was just weird. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I guess for you, I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
We didn't pay no $19,000 for that.
No, I'm just saying that, so what are you going to do? What are you going to talk
Well,
about?
I would
15
with
minutes?
Keanu. I would talk about how did he decide it was a good idea to reboot Bill and Ted, which we're going to talk about later in the show. What does he think about me divorcing you and marrying him? What does he think about? I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's all I'm saying.
But you could talk to him about movies. I mean, Something's Got to Give. I love him in that. We could talk about that and filming that in Paris and that great restaurant and working with Diane Keaton and Speed. Yeah. Did he actually do his own stunts? Did he jump from the bus? Did he run and jump and skip and all that stuff? I don't know. I could find lots of things to talk. I would make a list, of course.
Right.
Wouldn't you make a list?
You'd have to.
Yeah. Anyway, $19,000. You have till June 22nd, which is a couple days away. If you guys want to bid, do you have that much money? Do you want to talk to Keanu that bad? All the money goes to Camp Rainbow Gold, which is an Idaho children camp, a camp for children that have cancer and their parents, just to make them feel better.
Oh,
about the
that's
fact that,
nice.
About the fact that they have a horrible disease.
Right.
I think it's nice. I don't know what Keanu's connection to Idaho is, except that he was in My Own Private Idaho, the movie. He might live there.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he has a house there. Lots of famous people live there that have ranches and stuff. So I've never been to Idaho.
It's quiet.
Do you know what your mother's favorite state is?
No.
Idaho, Alaska. Get it?
I do. I don't know. Idaho.
There's been a lot of controversy lately with Facebook. And Mark Zuckerberg getting lots of crap from all sides. Whether it's warranted or not, I don't know. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Facebook. One day I love it. One day I hate it. But I feel like I need to...
It's not Facebook that you have a love-hate relationship with.
It's facts.
It's your friends, obviously.
No, and facts and people
Exactly.
spewing fake crap, and getting away with it. Anyway, this segment is about Zuckerberg and Facebook deciding that you, the user of Facebook, will have the option this fall to opt out of political ads.
Yay.
Which I think is a great idea.
It's going to get so exhausting.
Listen to me. At this date in June, you know who you're going to vote for already.
Right.
I'm pretty damn sure. I mean, you have a very good idea which way you're going to go. So you don't need to see those ads. You don't need to see them.
No.
They're just going to fill your brain with crap.
It's just going to be awful.
Awful. And it's going to be just so much crap being slung back and forth. Yeah. So both Facebook and Instagram will allow you to turn off the political ads, but they will not let you turn off the get out and vote ads. They still want you to friggin' vote. I don't know why. This is the one thing that really pisses me off about my friends. Not that I'm talking about you, because I'm not talking about you, dear listener, but all the rest of them who say, go vote today. Go vote. You should vote. I don't think you should encourage people to vote unless you know who they're voting for. It's just
That's wrong.
No, it's not
It's
wrong.
wrong.
Why would you encourage Bobby down the street to vote if you didn't know who he was going to vote for?
Because in this country,
if
we
you
have
vote,
a very low turnout, regardless of who they're voting for. People don't participate, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
Should they be?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think we should. I don't think we should encourage stupid, uneducated people to vote.
Well, then that's an issue that we need to fix. Then people who are not educated.
Let's educate more people. We should educate more people. They should know.
They should know the issues. They should know how the
issues.
government runs. They should know how it works.
What's very disturbing is I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel very often, but when he goes out on the street and interviews people or Jay Leno used to do this. What was it? Jaywalking.
Jaywalking. Yeah.
And he used to ask people who the vice president of the United States is, and most people don't know. That's just kind of fucking sad.
It's sad.
It means they're not paying any
attention
whatsoever.
And I think that happens more than we think.
Right. I think so too. who was the vice president? Dan Quayle, right?
Yeah.
More good news. This is weird news because it doesn't mean anything to you unless you're here in Vegas or planning to come. But the Wynn Encore, which is one of our favorite places here, we've talked about it a million times on the show. It's beautiful. They, all the buffets in Vegas are closed. They've been closed since the middle of March or earlier, maybe.
Yeah, if not before.
Wynn is reopening their buffet on the 18th, which I guess was yesterday. And it's called the Reimagined Buffet. Mm-hmm. So it's not really a buffet. What it is you sit down at your...
It's an all-you-can-eat.
It's all you can eat. You sit down at your table. They give you a paper menu, which is disposable. They're not going to give it to anyone else. Right. So you don't have to touch it. You have 2 hours. There are 90 items, and you can ask your waiter to keep going and getting this shit as much as you want for 2 hours.
I'm kind of digging it.
I want more lobster. I want more pasta salad. I want more of this.
I like it in a couple of ways. For one, I hate buffets just for the simple reason that people don't know how to act at buffets.
Right.
It's like this food is going to go somewhere, and they just got to get it all. So I think I like the waiter thing, and I think people will eat less because they're going to be embarrassed.
I do too.
To keep asking for more food and more food and more food when someone has to bring it to you.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you're not gonna get like 100 shrimp probably.
Right.
And there's so much food that's wasted at buffets. I mean, how many times have you seen complete plates of food on people's tables?
You should charge them 3 times as much.
Yeah. Sorry about the dog barking in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know if the microphones actually pick that up, but
I'm sure they do.
Do they?
A little bit.
Yeah. Or as Anthony Mason on CBS This Morning calls a buffet.
So funny.
It was so funny. We both were laughing out loud. He said buffet.
Buffet.
He calls it a buffet.
Oh man, that was it. We both looked at each other, just started laughing.
It was hilarious. I like the team that they have on CBS This Morning right now, and Anthony Mason is awesome. He's a good guy.
A buffet.
I hope he hasn't. I hope he doesn't have any skeletons in his closet that are going to come out.
Oh no! Come on now. CBS is already going through enough.
Everybody, I know, right? Everybody over there keeps getting in trouble.
Jeez.
So y'all come to Vegas, will you? Please wear your mask, get on the plane, drive your RV.
It's a lot of fun.
The reason you should come is Caesars properties have room rates as low as $10 a night.
Holy moly.
MGM's Excalibur and Lux are for $25 a night. And the MGM Grand, which is that big old thing with the lion in front, and it's all green, $39 a night. How can you beat that? Can't beat that with a stick.
And I think a lot of these are getting rid of the resort fees. So
they should.
Aside from taxes, this is awesome.
They definitely got rid of the parking fees. You don't have to worry about that.
At least for now.
Yeah. But then my little asterisk here was, who pays for rooms in Las Vegas?
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah. People who don't know better. Listen, people, this is my number one thing about Vegas. Even if you only come here once a year, once every 5 years, get a Players Club card.
Get the card.
At every frigging hotel. I just hit my Princess Leia bun. But yeah, I get it, because you rack up the points so fast and get free meals and free drinks, and
that card has value.
Yeah.
That you might not know it does, but it does. It has a lot of value.
We haven't paid for a room in years, and we went to Bellagio yesterday and didn't pay for drinks, so
no,
that's pretty nice. Ready for crazy stuff?
Let's do it.
That's really the breaking news music, not the crazy stuff music. I need to find some crazy stuff music.
You need that circus music.
Last week we talked about Lady Antebellum changing their name, which is a good thing. They thought that they originally went. I looked into it.
Yeah.
Since we talked about it last week, because I wanted to know a little bit more about how they came up with the name. So when they were doing their first album cover,
I know this.
Yeah, they took a picture in front of this old Southern plantation type building, and they researched antebellum is used a lot to describe these plantations and the type of architecture.
Architecture, that's the best way.
There you go. So they thought it was a great name, and they used the name. However, they didn't really think it through, obviously, and it just kind of stuck around, and it took till now for them to realize, oh, maybe this is not the best thing. So, good for them. It turns out that they were always Lady A since the beginning of the time they've been together. Lady A Entertainment LLC is their parent company. So that
I didn't know.
Yeah, so they've always used Lady A. They actually sell T-shirts with Lady A on it. But what they didn't realize is that there's a blues singer named Lady A who's been around since the 80s who was kind of upset that Lady Antebellum changed their name to Lady A.
Right.
Because that's what she goes by, and she has a new album coming out this fall. And so they had a Skype call this week.
Right.
And they talked it out, and she was happy with the results, and they were happy with the results. And Lady A will continue to use her name, and Lady A will continue to use their name because Lady A trademarked the name. Lady Antebellum trademarked the name in 2010.
They have a business, so
yeah. So they've had the trademark for 10 years, and Lady A, whose name is Anita White, the blues singer never bothered to trademark her name, so they own it. She does not.
So they're allowing her to use
So they're allowing her to use it, even though she was using it first.
Well,
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy, but that is the way it works. But that's nice of them.
That is the way it
let them
works.
Continue to do that.
So there's the story about that.
There's a story of
Now-
two Lady A's.
You gonna write the rest of the lyrics?
No, I'll write it, but I can't think of it right now.
So this may or may not piss people off, but actually it's probably a good idea. I mean, it just goes in that column of, well, shucks, why didn't we think of this before? Quaker Oats said that they will remove the name and image of Aunt Jemima off their syrup and pancake mix because Aunt Jemima's origins are based on a racial stereotype. And it's true. I mean, she was basically portrayed as a Mamie kind of slave type character. Mm-hmm. They got rid of the kerchief off her head several years ago. But
so now they gave her like diamond earrings and a nice shirt. But that happened a long time ago, though.
She's still named Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima,
And, I mean, she's been around since 1889. It's been a long time. But it's not going to kill Quaker Oats' business to change the name and come up with something else.
Well, at least they're going to do something.
Right. Oh, I think so, too.
Yeah.
I mean, especially today, Juneteenth, the end of slavery. A lot of people want to make today a holiday.
I think it's going to well, no.
Let's
I can't
get
say
rid
that.
of
It's not going to be a federal holiday under this administration. No.
Well,
it would shock me if it did.
It might take a while, but it's probably something that would be nice and should be done. And we can get rid of Columbus Day because Columbus Day is stupid. And Columbus never actually came to what is now the original 50 states of the United States. So
I think that could be a very good compromise.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
The idea that we celebrate Columbus Day in the United States is kind of bizarre.
It's misguided.
He never came here. He literally never stepped foot on what is the United States right now. So why do we celebrate him?
No, it was more like South America. And stuff like that.
In the Caribbean or whatever. But
yeah.
Ford. Let's talk about Ford.
Let's do it.
Ford is going to be revealing the new Bronco on July 9th. Yeah, so we're really excited about this. Ford made the Bronco from 1966 to 1996 and then retired it. But now they've decided to bring it back again for the 2021 model year. They're going to be there's already a picture. Dale and I have a picture.
Yeah.
It's a clandestine picture that was taken. It's a kind of basically it's a Jeep Wrangler.
It very much looks like a Jeep.
It looks like a Jeep Wrangler. The doors come off, the roof comes off. It's a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
You can get it in 2 and 4 door apparently. Anyway, but they're putting it on July 9th, which is OJ Simpson's birthday. And they say it's complete coincidence.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, that happened so long ago.
If you remember in 1994, O.J. Simpson and his friend were driving through L.A. on that infamous car chase that was on live television. 95 million people watched that.
It was a big deal.
I watched it.
It was a big deal. I
remember.
saw it.
I was in Duck, North Carolina on vacation at a beach house, I think it was a Friday. It was either a Thursday or Friday night, and we were watching it. Oh my gosh, yeah. The whole world was watching it.
The whole world watched it.
Anyway.
That's actually kind of cool.
The actual 1993 Bronco that OJ Simpson was running away in is in Knoxville, Tennessee at a true crime museum. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
They also have the 1968 Volkswagen Beetle, which was owned by serial killer Ted Bundy.
Ooh.
A true crime museum would be absolutely perfect for Dale Blades.
I love it.
You would love that
I
place.
love it. I love it. I watch it, and I watch the ID channel, and I think it was last week, they did a whole...
You stupid dog.
They did a whole thing on Ted Bundy. I don't know. I'm just into it, but now there's a whole thing being said about that the true crime like TV as we know it's going to go away.
Why? Crime still happens.
Because a lot of times people put these shows on and they don't
research them.
No, they don't. No, they do the research, but a lot of times they don't have the people actually participate, but they move forward anyway, and it just kind of drudges up things, and the family doesn't have a say, and I don't know. It's just weird.
Well, I never got into it either, but
I love it.
I know you love it.
Love it, love it, love it.
But I always find it very questionable. But they
How
keep
can you
producing
question it?
Well, you want to get all sides. If you're going to do a documentary on something, you need to get all sides. You need to talk to the guy who did it or allegedly did it, and he said, I didn't do it. But we're saying you did. You're in jail for it, so you did it. If you're in jail for doing something, did you really do it? I mean, just because a jury decided you did it, does that mean you did it? I guess in the eyes of the law.
That is not what this show is about.
I think God needs to get involved in the ID channel. At the very end, he can say, yeah, he did. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, you want to move on to movie news?
Yes.
All right, so No Time to Die. They've changed the date. This is the new James Bond movie. It's now going to be November 20th, which makes me very happy because James Bond movies come out in November. So, you know, they moved it around a million times because of COVID, but now it's November 20th. Hopefully, it'll be in a theater and not on this TV back here.
You hate going to the theater.
I go to the theater for James Bond and Star Wars. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. But here's the rumor, Dale. The rumor has it that Bond discovers in this new movie that he has a 5-year-old daughter. Okay? That's the rumor. What? And the producers are already talking about doing a spin-off series with said daughter as she's joining the MI6 or MI5 or whatever it is. So she's going to be, like, there's going to be a new spin-off series with James Bond's daughter, like Jane Bond.
Oh.
Like a female.
That's kind of cool.
So they've always, a lot of people have said over the years, we want James Bond. Why couldn't James Bond be a girl? Why couldn't James Bond be black?
Right.
But now James Bond can be a girl because she's James Bond's daughter.
Oh.
Right? How cool is that?
Cool.
Yeah. So this is going to, apparently the series, the movie is being penned by the Killing Eve creator, Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
We've never watched that show.
I want to.
It's gotten great reviews.
It's gotten great reviews, and it's on my list. So I would like to watch it. So anyway, I'm looking forward to the prospects of that. Bill and Ted Face the Music. We talked about this before, the Keanu Reeves. So Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves are back. August 4th is the date now for Bill and Ted. I saw the preview. Have you seen it? So
I never watched. I thought the first one was stupid.
Oh, I love it so much. It's kind of like Dude, Where's My Car kind of thing.
And now it has that cult classic kind of feel to it, but I still didn't like it.
It's funny. So they're like in their 50s, but they're basically the same characters and acting the same way, but it looks fun.
George Carlin's still alive.
George Carlin is not alive. George Carlin died in 2008, but he's in the movie.
What?
They used archival footage from the first two movies to make it seem like he's in the new movie. William Shatner's in it. Holland Taylor, who we love, she's in everything. She's in it. There's a bunch of good people in it, so that's out.
Well, maybe I would watch it because I did see it. I didn't like it, but I did see it.
Well, then, by all means, watch it. You should watch it then.
Remember the Bill and Ted? It was at the theme park. They had like a Bill and Ted section.
What theme park?
I can't remember.
Okay. Will you look it up for next week? Write it
Yeah,
down.
I'll write it down.
He's going to look it up. Twilight's Kristen Stewart, who only does one emotion. I hate her so much. She's like in my list of people I just hate for no reason. Like the male model,
Yes, I
on
know.
Price is Right. Who I like fucking can't stand. She just signed up to play Princess Diana in an upcoming movie called Spencer, which I think is so friggin' stupid. They're gonna start filming it in 2020.
That's horrible.
She doesn't look anything like
horrible.
She doesn't look anything like Diana Spencer.
Oh my god.
Anyway, the movie is going to be when Diana realizes her marriage to Prince Charles isn't working. Just one weekend. The whole movie is just one weekend when she realizes she ain't going to be no princess no more. Oh, it sounds horrible to me. I don't know. And I love royal stuff. I do.
Yeah, this is not gonna work.
I know. I think they need to abolish all that royal crap.
No.
I don't want to talk about the Oscars and the Emmys. Only thing I want to say is the Oscars has been pushed back to April, the end of April, because they think they need more time. I don't know why. But
they are allowing the original date for movies to come out then, and they can be a part of it.
Yeah, so they're pushing back the eligibility dates to February 28th. It used to be December 31st, the end of the year.
Right.
So now you have until the end of February for your movie to come out to be eligible for the Oscars for next year, whatever, or this year. They can't, it's on next year, but it's for this year, 2020. But our award shows are just kind of tired, and their ratings are in the toilet.
They're not fun
Nobody's
anymore.
watching them. They're not fun anymore. They're just not getting it done the way it should be done, and nobody gives a shit anymore. No. It's just basically artists patting themselves on the back for work that they've done. And I think that these things should be based on sales and people like us who are paying to watch them, not the people who make them. I mean, some stupid movies like For Water for Chocolate or The Killing Fields or all these horrible movies that nobody wanted to watch.
No one goes
that
to
won
see.
awards. And it's like only because, it was Oscar bait and they campaigned for it and their peers voted for them. Just because you're named best movie of the year doesn't mean it was the best movie of the year.
Right.
I
mean, as far as sales.
I mean, Clueless didn't win best movie of the year, but it should have because it was the best movie of that year.
Oh my God.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is probably one of the top 10 movies of ever, and it didn't win anything.
No, it did not.
Nothing. Let's talk about Quibi. Are you still watching Quibi?
Yeah, every once in a while.
There's a new show coming out on July 13th called The Now. It's starring Franco, Dave Franco, the cute one, the younger one.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing a guy who's trying to get his life back on track, and he wants to live in the now. Basically, that's where the word came from. It's got a great cast though.
Yeah.
It's got Daryl Hannah, Bill Murray, a bunch of other people. Looks kind of good.
I'm still in my Reno 911 phase. Yeah.
Cool.
It's fun. There's a lot of fun stuff on there. There's that one that's where a sex doll comes to life and she talks to it.
Yeah.
And now 60 Minutes is on there.
And that's good because we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
6 minutes is better than 60. Yeah. HBO is, if you guys haven't watched The Watchmen, which Regina King stars as a Tulsa cop by day and masked vigilante by night. We tried to watch a couple episodes.
Couldn't get into it.
But it is free this weekend.
Could not get into it.
A lot of people love it, and there's this reviewer on one website I was looking at the other day said that it was probably the best show he's ever seen. So I don't know if that's true.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe we didn't give it enough chance.
Maybe.
Or a long enough chance. Anyway, it's free this weekend through the 21st. If you guys want to watch it, you can watch it at HBO.com or on demand on your cable system.
Hokey to me.
It was hard. I didn't think it was hokey.
I didn't I love Regina King. I don't like her in this.
Yeah. I actually thought she was very powerful in this.
He doesn't seem the superhero type.
We don't always agree on the same things. Real quick, Nick Jonas has been kicked out of The Voice for the next season to make room for Gwen Stefani to come back because, her boyfriend's on there.
Oh.
So next year, this fall, it'll be John Legend, Kelly Clarkson, Blake Shelton, and Gwen Stefani.
Well, that's not fair.
Well, I don't think Nick is really worried about it. He's got plenty of shit going on. Both Gwen Stefani and Nick Jonas will be coming back to Vegas to pick up where they left off on their residencies whenever shows start up again.
I heard not until 2021.
You might be excited about this. NBC's Manifest has been renewed for a third season.
I mean, I'm not excited about it. It's, what do you call those things? It's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, we watched season 1 and 2.
I don't like to tell people I watch it, but it's really not a great show, but I'm into it now.
It's not. It's kind of dorky.
Yes.
And it's like one of those shows where anything can happen.
Right.
You know how I have a problem with things
I know.
where anything can happen.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's got our attention
Right.
and we watch it and we like it.
It's not that I don't like magical things because there's a lot of magical things that I do like. But when anything can happen, it kind of pisses me off. And it's like, oh, well, then there's no drama here. If anything can happen. Oh, I can fly. I can see the future. I can tell your thoughts. I can, save myself by just touching you. Whatever.
Yeah.
It gets to be too much, I think. Let's skip. There are a couple potential spin-offs that you might find interesting. Maybe you won't. Modern Family is the producers of Modern Family, which just ended its, 10-year run? Something like that, 12-year run on ABC. They're thinking of maybe doing a spin-off with Mitch and Cam, the two gay guys. Yeah.
Well, they were one of the funniest ones on there.
They're the two funniest ones on there, I think, yeah. So that might be happening. And then what was the other one? Is there another one here somewhere?
No.
I thought I had two here. I should have underlined things better.
Only one.
Doesn't matter. Oh, so last week we told you guys we were going to watch The King of Staten Island, which came out on VOD last week. Now we've watched it. I think. What do you think? No, you go first.
I enjoyed it. It was long, but I enjoyed it.
It's like 2.5 hours long.
2.5 hours long.
And we were going to cut it up. We were going to watch 45 minutes tonight and 45 minutes, whatever. We're going to cut it up. But let me tell you, no, it would have been more than 45 minutes each night. I can't do math. I thought it was one of the best movies of the year.
Yeah. It's not like it was LOL, laugh out loud funny.
No, it's a dark comedy.
But it was very comical and it was dry but it kept going all the way through. There wasn't these long periods of just boredom.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it very much.
I thought it was phenomenal, and I thought Pete Davidson did a remarkable job. He doesn't look like someone that you're going to like, but
right.
he's got the acting chops. He's very, very good. He's good as he's got tender side, he's got crazy side, he's got funny side. And
it actually showed all of those in this film.
It really did.
Yeah.
It
was good.
Yeah,
he's
very
deep.
deep.
But
so,
I like Pete Davidson, though.
Yeah.
I think he's funny.
So, guys, it's $20. I'm sure eventually it'll be out for rent.
It'll go
if
down.
you don't want to pay that, but it's totally worth it. And it's got a great cast. Marissa Tomei plays his mother. She's amazing. Pete Buscemi is in. Steve Buscemi is in there. Pamela Adlon. She's been in everything.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly is in there.
That's right. He was the tattoo artist.
Yeah, he's the one who broke up poor Brian Austin Green and Megan Fox's marriage. He's in there as one of his best friends. And our friend Jessica Kirsten, who is a stand-up comic, she is in there, and she's got a gun. I won't tell you what she does with a gun. No, Rob wasn't in there.
No.
Rob was in our friend Rob Nagel, who listens to our show. Hey, Rob. We just saw him in Little Fires Everywhere.
That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just started watching the Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington show, Little Fires Everywhere.
We're really late on this.
Holy moly, guys! Though
we're only one episode in.
If you're not watching it, you should watch it.
Yeah.
What's it on? Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah. So good, guys. It is so good. And I was thinking maybe I was Reese Witherspoon for a while because she's in fucking everything. She was in the
Everything
morning
on
show.
streaming now.
and-
She is.
Yeah, she's in everything. She's on the HBO show. She's everywhere. But she is so good in this.
Yeah.
She's so good in this. And she is. So it takes place in like the early 90s. She is so many mothers that I knew growing up. She is that mother. You guys got to watch it. Plus, let me tell you, her husband is Pacey. Her husband is Pacey from Dawson's Creek. Joshua Jackson. And in one scene, is it episode 2?
No, we've only watched one episode.
Are you sure? Okay, he's getting ready for bed, and he's wearing like these like Fruit of the Loom, like,
Tidy whities.
just the regular underpants that everybody wears, just regular off the shelf Fruit of the Looms.
Yeah.
And man, you see it all. That's all I'm saying.
Ta-ta for now.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Well, we also need to talk about Crossing Swords.
Oh my
because-
God, it's so
So
freaking
Crossing
funny.
Swords is also on Hulu. If you guys don't have Hulu, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. But Crossing Swords is from the producers of Robot Chicken, which I never really got into, but this is friggin' funny.
So funny.
So it's this. Basically, these characters are basically these peg characters. They don't have any feet and they don't have any hands.
Right.
So when they hold something like a sword or something, it's just kind of
floating there.
floating in air like they're holding it, but they have no hands.
But
So
this is stop motion from what I read.
it's amazing.
Yeah, what they've done.
But it's also very dirty. There are penises and
Oh my
dick
God,
jokes and fuck jokes and all
so
kinds of
funny.
stuff.
There are several times the little peg people are naked, and it's
And they have
hilarious.
little penises. Yeah, it's the queen. So it's a king and a queen, and Patrick is the squire. He's the
He's
main
the lead,
character. Yeah,
who I think is voiced by Nicholas Holt.
from the zombie movie,
Warm Bodies.
Warm Bodies. Yeah. Anyway, it's super funny. It's got full frontal nudity. It's got violence. It's got death. It's hilarious, and we just crack up the
If
entire
you like
time we're
naked
watching it.
wood, you'll like this.
If you like naked, I do like naked wood. That's really funny. All right, we're gonna skip. You know what? Let's cut this out.
Watch Crossing Swords. You're gonna love
You
it.
should watch Crossing Swords. All right. All right, I'm playing the music. You know what that means.
It's ta-ta for now.
I know, and I keep forgetting to look at the camera for those
I know.
of
I
you watching
keep
on
looking,
video.
I keep looking down.
Well, we've been doing an audio show for 10 years. We don't usually look at a camera. So for all of you watching the YouTube video, I apologize for us not looking at you, but we're looking at you now. We can see into your house, and I don't understand why you don't have pants on, you fucking crazy person. I also want to wish a happy birthday to my dad. He's not listening to this show.
No.
But I want to send a happy birthday to all your dads. So
It's not a happy birthday.
what did I say? Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Not all fathers were born on the same day.
It could be-
Anyway.
Well, I didn't know that. Anyway, they wouldn't be fathers unless someone was born.
Yeah, but they're all not born on the same day. Be excellent to each other, everybody.
All right, party on, dude.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?